Hey guys, and welcome to another video. Now in today's video we're going to make 3D rotating sprites. So here we have 5 different sprites, and you'll have to make each of them in different angles. So this one will be like forward facing. This will be like slightly to the side. It doesn't matter which direction they're going because we can change it through um, the the code. And then here, this is turning to the left or right. Doesn't matter. This one is slightly to the left or right, and this one is the back side of them. So once you have all these, you have to select all of them, change them to Sprite 2D UI. I have it at no point because these are pixel art, but if you don't do pixel art, then you can leave it as the filter mode. But I do no clamp or clamp point, no filter, and then you press apply, and then now there will be transparent, so then they won't show up. Um, so here now we have to make the character, so then we can move around. You can watch the last video if you wanna see how to make the player character, but right now I'll make it um, in just a bit. Okay, so now we have a player script. This is like kind of a new version compared to my last video. I like to do it like this. So let's just set it up in the game view. So what we need is our player. We just need to attach, we have a rigid body. Make sure to constrain all the rotation. This is the same as my last video about controlling physics objects. So here we have speed. I like to put it at 5, and then my mouse sensitivity 2. And then we attach the camera to it. There, and then I'll set it to 0.50. There we go. Now we have our camera. Here we can look around. We can walk. Alright, so that's now we have our player. So now we need our character to render all these sprites. So here I'm gonna get another capsule. This is gonna be our character. And we're going to need an empty game object with a plane on it. And on this plane, you can attach any of them. It doesn't matter which one because we're going to change it through the code. So we do that. But now the problem is it's not transparent, even though right here we have it transparent. Well, the problem is the material is opaque, so we have to change it to cutout. And now it's like that, so then we don't see through it, or we can see through it. So now we need to turn this 90 degrees, so then it's facing forward. Now we don't need this, so we just undo that. And then here, this is going to be facing the player at all times. I'm just going to shorten it so then it's the same size as the capsule, about. And then we change the size. We're going to give this one, I'm going to call it a look script. Doesn't matter what you call it. So this is going to look at it all the time. load here. We're going to go in here, and in the up here we're going to have a public, or first let's make the look part of it. So here we're going to set the transform.forward set equal to, well, actually we do need a variable, so we need a public transform, and that's going to be our target, which right now it's going to be our player because that's what we're going to be looking at. So we need the target dot position minus our position, and this is going to get the direction of the target. So how you get the direction is you get where you're going to minus where you're starting from. So this is how you do it. So now if we go in here, oh yeah, and we have to go here. We have to turn off our mesh render and capsule because we're not gonna need that. We're gonna only need sprites. So we turn it around, or let's turn it this way, so then we know that if it's looking at us, then it has worked. So here we're gonna do that. Oh wait, actually we have to first assign our target. So let's get the player, do that, and then now there we go. It's looking at us like that. Now what we have to do is we have to have textures of the different directions that we're the character's facing. Okay, so now we're going to add it in, all the textures. So make sure you know the order, because the order is important as long as you make it in the way in the code. So we put it, I like to put it in this order where front, and then left or right, back, and then the front side, and then the back side. You could also make it so then there's only 3, and then you can modify the code here that we're going to do. So we're going to do that, and then now we have to get a float angle. It's going to be equal to vector3.angle, and this is going to be the angle of our transform.root.position, or forward, the forward of our root, and the direction that we have here. And then we get that. Or actually, we could do transform.forward, since we are setting the forward position to this, so we can just use this instead of the entire thing. So now if angle is equal, or is less than, well, first we're gonna do simple. We're gonna make it simple, where if you're facing forward, it'll be in the front. It'll be the front one. If you're on the side of it, it'll be the left one or the right one, whichever one you did. And then if you're going on the back of them, then it'll do the back of it. So here we're gonna do 45, and else if angle is less than 135, else then we're going to do the back one. So now we have to get component mesh render dot material dot main texture, and set equal to textures 0 for the first one. This is our forward one. This is our left one, and then this is going to be our back one. So now, if we go in here should change the texture. Actually, oh wait, this one doesn't have it, so we're gonna actually get transform our child, because the child is the one with the mesh render. So we have that. We're gonna set all that to get child instead of itself. So now when you play, it'll change the texture depending on where you're looking. So wait, I'm gonna add like more lights in different directions, because so then we can actually see all the faces. There we go. And then now, so this way works, except now if we turn this way, it's supposed to be facing to the right. So what we need to do is we need to go to the sprite, and we're gonna flip the x by negative. So how we do that is we have to check, are we facing, which way are we? Like, are we here or are we here? And then we have to change it according to which one. So we're going to have a boolean left right is equal to if vector 3 angle, and instead of being transform.root.forward, we're going to do transform.root.right, because we're going to check if they're on our right or they're on our left. And then this is going to be transform.forward, like last time. And then we're going to check if this is less than 90, which means that if, actually I'm going to explain how angle works. I'm just going to use MS Paint, I guess. So here how it works is we have two directions. We get a direction this way, and then we get a direction this way, and it gives us this angle between. Except the problem is, if we go this way, we get the same angle, the same exact number, so we have to check two different directions to see if we're facing which direction. So how we're going to do this is we're going to check if facing forward, and this is what we just did up here, the facing forward, and then if our forward, the direction of us to the player is, like, let's say the player is here, and then our character is right here, and this is the direction that we're facing. That would mean that the sprite would be facing forward, but if the player is over here, that means the sprite would be facing the other way, because this is more than 45 degrees, but it's also less than 135 degrees. So that would be facing left or right. And then here, if our player is over here, then that means that it's not less than 45, and it's not less than 135. It's whatever else. So that means we're going to go the back one. That's how it works. But the problem is, even if you're over here, it'll also give you the exact same number. So we have to check if which one are we? Are we here or are we here? And we're going to do that by getting this direction here, and we're going to check if this is 90 degrees. So let's say our player is here, or let's say our player is here, and then I'm going to erase that. Yeah, I don't know. Don't use MS Paint that much. So here, let's say our player's here, and then when we're facing that way, we're trying to check how much degrees is it from to the player. So if we go into it, we're checking the angle between. If it's less than 90, that means that we're facing, let's say, left here. And then if we're here, that means we're more than 90 degrees, because this is, let's say this is 180 degrees. 180 degrees, so that's more than 90, making it on the other side. This is where we are now. So that means we're going to change it to we're going to flip the X on the scale, so then it's facing right instead of left. So that's how we're going to do it. So here, this is what this is doing. So if left right, then you do that. Else, or actually no, we're gonna keep that no matter what. But if left right, then set transform dot local scale is equal to new vector 3 -1 1 1, and then else we'll do regular 1 1 1. So now let's see if that works, because I don't actually know which direction we need to do it. So let's see. Yeah, I got it correct. But if you have the opposite effect where you go to the right of them and then they show the left one, or and then all you have to do is just flip the negatives here, and then that'll fix everything. So now that's our simple version, but we want to have it so then they'll also face that way and this way. So now we have to make it so instead of going by 45 degrees, because that only has 4. Let me get back in MS Paint. So we need to divide the circle by, like, how we're dividing it right now is like this. Here, this is our left right. Left right. This is our back, and this is our front. All right. But the thing is, we also need it to be here. And since this is full 180, if we I decided that it would be where this would be 45, this would be 45, and this left right would be 90. So then that would all add up to 180. So this is 45. So if you're less than 45, then that would equal, that would be the front. And if this, since you have to do 90, that means you have to add 90 to 45, because we have to get past this angle. And here, that would be 135. And then if you're past that, then we would go in the back. But we can't do that anymore because we need 5. So if you divide it by 5, I guess I'm pretty sure that would be like 36 here. So we have to divide this. Let's do this. So let's do this side. We're going to do this 5. That. I know, very, very expert drawings here. So here, this is the front. This is the front side. This is the side, or left, right, like this part. And then this is front, or back side, actually. So back. Okay, I'm going to do that again. Back side. This is the back. So we're going to do that, like that. So we have to go by 36s. So now let's change this, or let's change this here. Instead of going this like that, we're going to do 36. So we're going to duplicate this 3 times, or 2 times, because 3. So 36 plus 36, that's like 72. 72 plus 36, 108. And then 36 again. That's like 142, I think. And then else, it's the same thing. So instead of doing number 1, we're only going to do number 1 here. This is going to be completely the same. This part right here is 100% the same. This part is going to change. So then this part is going to be 3, and this one is going to be 4. So now we have all of them. I think one of these are going to be wrong, so we're going to have to change one of them. So let me open up Unity. And then here, let's see which one is going to be wrong. So if we turn, yeah, okay, the front one is going to be wrong. Yeah. So then if we turn back, it's going to change correctly. It's going to look like that. But this part is wrong. So let's go to the front one. Front one is right, yeah, in this part. So here we're going to change this to positive, and then this one is going to be negative. That's going to work out nicely. And now if we walk around the character, it should be good. Yeah. So now, if we walk around, it looks like he's 3D. Yeah, that's so we did it. That's the that's the end of this video. Thanks for watching. I don't know, is there an actual name for this, like this way of doing it? I just call it 3D rotating sprites. Maybe there's a different name, but yeah, thanks for watching. You can put questions on the comments below, and here I'll if you guys want to know what the new player script is, you can pause the video and just copy all this. That's the new player script that I decided to use. I like it better because it's just one script instead of having a script for the camera and a script for the player. I mean, I think that people think it's more organized to put it one here and then the other one on the camera, but I like having things just compact in one. But that's just me. Anyway, again, thanks for watching. Like the video if you liked it. Yeah, bye.